ഹലോ ഹലോ.
ഓഡിബിൾ ആണ് കേട്ടോ.
ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു.
എമിൽ എന്തെങ്കിലും PPT പ്രസന്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടോ?
യെസ് മാം, ഒരു PPT പ്രസന്റ് ചെയ്യാനുണ്ട്.
ഓക്കെ, ഞാനപ്പോ ആ സമയമാകുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും ഞാൻ എമിലിനെ പ്രസന്റർ ആക്കാമേ.
ഓക്കെ, അപ്പൊ ഈ ഷെയർ കണ്ടന്റ് ഓപ്ഷൻ അൺലോക്ക് ആവും അല്ലേ?
എന്തോ?
ഇപ്പൊ ഈ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് വീഡിയോയുടെ സൈഡിൽ ഒരു ഷെയർ കണ്ടന്റിന്റെ ഓപ്ഷൻ ഉണ്ട്. അതിപ്പോ
അതെ
എനിക്ക്
അതെ
ഡിസേബിൾ ആണ്. അപ്പൊ അത് അക്സസിബിൾ ആവും അല്ലേ?
അതെ അതെ.
ഓക്കെ.
Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Audible.
A warm good morning to everyone gathered here. Today, ASAP Kerala is hosting a webinar on digital marketing. We have also gathered some eminent speakers. We will begin in a minute because of the large volume of participants joining at the moment. Okay, so let's begin. I'll set off with some introduction into what ASAP is, the organization Additional Skill Acquisition Program. ASAP Kerala is the flagship skill development training of the government of Kerala. We are an award-winning organization, both at national level and international level. ASAP Kerala was awarded Government of India's Niti Aayog's Best Practices in Skilling in the year 2017. ASAP launched as a preventive dimension of the SCATE skill development program in 2012. We have from then established as the best skilling agency in the state. In the year 2021, ASAP Kerala registered as a Section 8 company under the state of Kerala by the Companies Act 2013. Looking at some statistics, we have so far trained close to 250,000 students all over Kerala. We have a pool of more than 2,700 ASAP trainers. We have partnered with 1,229 training institutions, and we have 121 skill development centers across the length and breadth of Kerala. So far we have been able to provide skill courses counting 70 plus. We have recorded a huge number of students over the past years of functioning. In the year 2019-20, we achieved the mark 250,000. We are also an awarding body for skill qualifications at the national level for implementing NSQF. The interesting fact is that ASAP students, the 60% of all ASAP students trained are women. We have achieved this through several programs such as She Skills, which was set off in the year 2019, where we were able to train more than 5,500 candidates across Kerala, across a plethora of skills such as fashion designing, artisan cake baking. We have also set up 16 community skill parks, each functioning at least in one district. It acts as a hub and spoke model for the functioning of ASAP and provides skill enhancing opportunities for all age groups and social groups. We set up ASDCs in 2019. We have partnered with engineering colleges of 16 engineering colleges in Kerala, 45 polytechnics, and we also have 19 nodal centers where we impart futuristic skill courses in real time to students pursuing technical courses. Previously, we launched language courses, especially foreign language courses that are in high demand. For example, French, German, and Japanese. We have been doing this sessions online, and we soon incorporate a blended learning in our CSPs, and we also provide English language training at our CSPs. ASAP has also set up Trainers Training Academy, where ASAP has established this to address the scarcity of competent trainers. We have identified this, and to bridge this gap of scarcity, the Trainers Training Academy was set up. We launched customized training programs to train the best trainers of Kerala. In 2020, it was a milestone year for ASAP because we successfully completed a hackathon, a Report Kerala Hackathon 2020. It was Kerala's biggest hackathon ever. We provided the opportunity to college students to solve some of the issues pertaining to some Kerala government departments. The first phase of RKH in 2020 had 10 regional hackathons, and there was a grand finale where winners were announced. 2,300 teams participated, and 18,000 total participants were there in the hackathon 2020. The ADB's award for the best project for effective gap implementation was the hallmark of ASAP Kerala's events. We were selected as the best project in India that effectively implemented Gender Action Plan among 85 ADB projects. We also have a dedicated internship portal where students can register and they can seek employment opportunities. ASAP Kerala successfully launched the Professional Student Summit, where we brought out the academic experts and professionals from various disciplines to interact with students aspiring for bright careers. We also host special training programs, such as the one under Social Justice Department. In 2015, we provided training to inhabitants of institutions under Social Justice Department and some soft skill training for Kudumbashree members and their families. ASAP also provided soft skill motivation training for students of DDUGKY, batches run by Kudumbashree. Last year, we successfully completed Connect to Work training. ASAP, along with Kudumbashree State Mission, launched Connect to Work. This was an employment-oriented training program to help the educated youth find jobs that they desire. We modeled this in the line of finishing school, meant to assist educated youth who face difficulties in finding employment due to a variety of reasons, such as lack of soft skills. In all, 5,000 youths will be identified. 5,000 youths were identified, and we equipped them with the necessary skills for the future job market. We have also associated with National Institute for Speech and Hearing for providing various skill courses as well as foundation courses to the students of NISH. During the pandemic, we set off several training programs which were online. There were at least 360 online live sessions, and we had a student count of 67,000 plus. There were several online webinar sessions where we brought in the best minds of Kerala. We had 100 plus district level webinars. There were panel discussion series. We also had online foundation module classes for students of the school that partnered with ASAP. In the next session, I invite Mr. Emil, who would be walking you through the digital marketing course. I welcome Mr. Emil from DigiPerform. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Sarang. Good morning to all participants. I'm from DigiPerform, and we at DigiPerform, in association with ASAP, is launching a digital marketing course for all the students for skill development. So let us see what is digital marketing. Everything that we see online today is a part of digital marketing, be it in Google, YouTube, WhatsApp, Facebook. It is a part of digital marketing. The websites and everything that is created by software developers, but all the content that is there on the website today, how to design a website, how to get a website on the first rank, all that is a part of digital marketing. All the businesses are today becoming digital. So in today's world, it is very important for everybody to have a competitive edge in digital marketing. There are plenty of benefits of digital marketing. It is the most powerful form of marketing, and it can help target ideal buyers, and it is a measurable form of marketing. There are unlimited job opportunities in digital marketing. This is the statistics of today, where there are more than 1,51,000 jobs currently available in Naukri.com. Similarly, in LinkedIn, we can see there are 37,000 jobs for digital marketing. This is Indeed, Digital Marketing Manager 50,000. There are 8,000 jobs in Indeed today, right now. This is a growth chart for a digital marketing professional, from an executive to a digital marketing specialist to a lead to a head, and then you can be a chief digital marketer. We DigiPerform, we were started in 2014. We are a Hindustan Times partner company, and we have a well-designed learning management system, which was created after consulting 450 corporates. And we have been training students from Google and Samsung, Akash Institute, Quicker, and we have trained more than 10,000 professionals. And we provide certifications which is valuable all over your life. The visibility of any brand, how to come rank one, how to market your content for a social media expert. And as we have just seen, plethora of job opportunities. You can also include yourself in freelancing affiliate marketing. To be a professional digital marketer, you have to learn professionally. You cannot let your career be decided by some YouTube guru or some online free course. We at DigiPerform will project your career to a new heights. Thank you so much. I would like to conclude.
Thank you, Emil. Thank you. Next, I invite Mr. Samit Raj, who heads DigiPerform at Kochi. He will be walking you through how this course is structured and how the digital marketing course can help you achieve a job market, to be successful in the digital marketing job market. Samit, could you hear me? I think you are mute. Could you please unmute? Over to you, sir. Please hold on because we are facing some technical difficulties. The presenter will be joining us soon. We'll wait some more minutes because the host is trying to join, as informed. We are back live. Thank you. Samit sir, over to you.
There is a difficulty in sharing the slide, that's why. Okay. And also the system was rebooted. So thank you for your patience. So I think you can hear me now, right? Hello?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay, let me start. So good morning. We will see the structure of the course, the details of the course. So the course offered is DCOM, DigiPerform Certified Online Marketing Practitioner. The course delivery is online and it comprises of 25 modules. Duration of the course is 175 hours, covered in 2.5 months. The main highlight of the course is the award-winning LMS, where students can log in and share, and they can get the content of the syllabus and their study material, PPTs, videos, everything they can view online. This is the main highlight of the course. And also they can apply for job through LMS. So we will go into detailed structure of the course. There are 25 modules in 6 sections. Section 1 is Marketing and Web Presence Foundation. Section 2 is Online Business Visibility Creation. Section 3 is Lead Generation. Section 4 is Lead Nurturing. Section 5 is Personal Branding and Online Earning. Interview preparation is the final session. So altogether 25 modules in 6 sections. So students will be able to get an idea about what is digital marketing from A to Z. So basically this is a skill development. So it will help you get the first job with a good salary. And the course is ideal for BTechs and MBAs, graduates and polytechnic diploma holders. +2 students with good computer knowledge can also apply for this course. So basically, this course will help you all in getting a good job. And about the certification, after successful completion of the course, you will be awarded with the DigiPerform certification. Apart from DigiPerform certification, we will also get another 14 certification. We will give assistance to get the 14 international certifications. That is from Google, Bing, HubSpot, and other major digital marketing agencies. At the end of the course, students will be trained to face interview. So we have wonderful mock interview sessions and resume preparation sessions. As you all know, there is a tremendous demand for digital marketing professionals all over India. So DigiPerform has placement cell all over India, and students will get advantage of all these placement cells. And we have tied up with more than 150 corporate companies for placements. You can see some of the companies here. So we will give 100% placement support to all our successfully completed candidates. So our training program is a unique blend of theoretical and practical learning that will help you in launching a successful career. Hope everybody has gotten information what this course is all about. And in the Q&A session, we will discuss in details if you have any doubts. And for the admission details, you can definitely contact the ASAP team. Thank you.
Thank you, Samit sir. Next, I invite Miss Harida Parakol. She's a very popular Malayalam actress. She has acted in the popular movie 100 Degrees Celsius, which was released in the year 2014. She's also popular on YouTube web series. I invite her to give some insight on her digital journey. Over to you, Miss Harida.
Hello, hi. First of all, thank you for inviting me to talk at this event. Without much delay, let me just step into my topic, which is my journey through the whole digital world. So actually, I was working with Mathrubhumi for a brief time of 3 years, and I wanted to pursue something in the creative field. This was after I did movies and all that, and I was not very comfortable, you know, the kind of experience I had, and so I wanted to be independent. So I was actually looking out for things. What can I do and all that. After quitting my job, I was like, I had no clue what to do. Then a friend of mine, he had a channel called Ponmutta, and he kind of asked me to act in an episode. And after that episode is when I thought, maybe I can do something to better this content. So I wrote this content called Best Friends Kalyana Nechal, and we actually shot it in my friend's house only. I was also creative directing the whole thing. That content became like really viral. Then we started making content in the same channel. After a point, our ideas did not like really align. So we split. I had to come out of that group, and I created something on my own. But the channel is owned by an MCN called Tamara Media. They support the whole, funding and all that, and I take care of the creative part. Kemi. Kemi is the name of the channel, which is an overwhelming experience for me because the first 6 months of Kemi is a period that I don't want to recollect at all. The most dreadful experience I've had in my life, I can say, because Kemi started off from scratch, from zero. A lot of people were so unsupportive. A lot of people were questioning, my taste, what I wanted to do. They wanted me to do what they want me to do, which was conflicting. A lot of people who then came and joined and worked with me were giving me headaches. I'm just being very honest because I would like people who are in this session to be benefited by whatever story I'm saying. So, but then throughout the 6 months, throughout the journey, the first 6 months, when you start a YouTube channel, I'm just talking about a YouTube channel. First 6 months, the first 1 year is very important because that's when you're actually gaining the traction. You are putting up your content. People will know what are you actually up to in the space. a lot of people who actually joined with me wanted me to make content that they wanted me to make. That's when I understood that people in general, although they talk a lot about women's rights, women's freedom, they don't really practice that in real life. They don't like a woman playing jokes. They don't want to laugh when a woman says a joke. I have met a lot of men like that. I've met a lot of women also like that. So after the first 6 months is when, people started watching my content, people started noticing it. People were like, oh, this is okay, I think this is good and all that. And then I got married last March. That's when I actually came. So I used to put up 4 videos a month. People used to think that, I have someone else to shoot and, direct and write and all that. Most of the videos were, all the videos were directed by me, but most of them were written by me. I used to take I used to have 4 days break in a month. So 4 days, which is Sundays, were the only days where I used to take a break. But I also I also came into a period where I thought, no, let's take a break. That's again something that happens to many content creators on YouTube. You go through a creative drain at some point of time, and at that point of time, I would kind of suggest, my advice would be, take that break. Don't push yourself, because it's okay. I mean, it's okay if you don't put up a special video on Diwali, or nobody's going to do anything. So after that break is when I actually started rediscovering myself, which is right now. I feel there is a lot that I can do, but something is holding me back. I get influenced when, a lot of people are putting up content, but I'm not putting up anything. I am deeply concerned. I'm deeply concerned by the fact that a lot of youngsters are, they have a tendency to blindly follow a trend, which is, I think, a little, not healthy. Getting influenced by an unrealistic portraying of life on digital world, which is again not healthy. So what I actually learned from this whole journey is that നമുക്കിപ്പോ എന്തെങ്കിലും പറയാനാകണം, you will want to say something, but you will be like, oh, is this joke really funny? Will people laugh if I say this joke? But just, just express whatever you want. If it's not like, hurting, make sure it's not hurting or it's not offensive to people. Express. If you want a career as a content creator, start expressing. Initially, people might not, take you seriously. People might not laugh, or people might not appreciate your work, but just keep doing that. Logathile, the most popular content creators in the world, this is the first and last lesson they tell. This is the first and last advice. Just keep creating, and that's the only way to get traction. And please don't choose this career just to make money. A lot of people who meet me, the first question they ask is, how much money do you make out of YouTube? Which is which I feel is a sad way of looking at a career. Also remember, the third thing I want to say is, also remember that content creation is not just content creation. Content creation is content creation plus hate, dealing with a lot of hate. People will hate you for no reason. So you have to deal with that. And yeah, pretty much that's these are the things. I mean, I just wanted to make it as short as possible, because I don't want anybody to get bored with my constant talking and all that. So this is what I learned from my journey in digital world, and I'm still learning. Even now, before the session, I was going to I just published my second channel, which is my YouTube channel called Miss Parakol. I want to do, make more content in a different format. So yeah, keep creating and keep expressing. That's the only way.
Thank you, Ms. Harida. Thank you, ma'am. It was very insightful, especially your advice on keep creating. It seems very important these days.
Thank you.
Next, I invite Ms. Soumya Rajan, who is an expert in digital marketing. He's a digital marketing professional and has several experience working with Cognizant. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you so much, Sarang. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Thank you, Samit, for calling in. Thank you, Harita, for a motivational Sunday. Means a lot. So, guys, let's start with what we were actually discussing about digital marketing. I'm 110% I'm agreeing on what Harita just said, that you have to create content, you have to be on your toes once you're there in this kind of a field. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Soumya, and I am basically from Delhi. I'm in this particular industry since last 10 years, and I have worked with biggies like Cognizant, Google, ByteDance, TikTok. I remember, how many of you remember TikTok, right? So that was the company I used to work for. We got banned, booted out, right? So that was a hard luck. But at that point of time, I'm just going to tell you that if we are thinking from the perspective, see, just like what we were talking in yesterday, even I was talking to one of my friends about this particular seminar, and I figured out that a lot of people actually think that digital marketing in India has boomed after COVID and pandemic. Sorry to say that, but believe me that digital marketing has been a booming sector in India since 2007. You know, this is an industry which has come after the BPOs. So every industry has, 10 years or 12 years of time, and then it saturates, something new comes up. So 2007-8, this company started to flourish in India, and it's still going. If I'm just going to tell you some numbers, India is booming so much that's going to become a 1 trillion economy, digital economy in 2025-26. Once I say $1 trillion economy, it's something massive. Think from that particular angle, how many companies will get open, how many companies, startups, agencies will open. And the best part is that we are not aligned with the workforce for that. See, engineers do engineering, they get jobs, right? And doctors do, medical studies, and then they become medical professionals. But with digital marketing, what the problem is that you do not have so many professionals who can actually do those jobs. Now, let me just give you an example. Why exactly do you see a boom in Indian market, which is currently giving so many jobs, which is approximately 15 to 16 lakh jobs per year, and you do not have people to actually go ahead and fulfill that requirement? So let me just go ahead and have a very small discussion on that. So when I say McKinsey actually published a report which says 1 trillion economy was a gig, I'm just going to tell you, Flipkart was bought by Walmart. India had one e-commerce giant, I believe. How much money did Walmart actually invested in India? That was $16 billion. That is equivalent, you give it to some country, and that country will be flourishing for 6 months, right? That is the amount I'm talking about. Why would an American company, which is a retailing company, would like to invest into Indian markets like this? See, Indian market has a potential. The only thing we do not have is the workforce at this point of time, and getting into digital marketing at this time will give everyone, whosoever is currently sitting and thinking of starting a course, or maybe study for their careers, or do a side hustle, maybe do a freelance or something. All of that could be easily accommodated with digital marketing. So let me give you my example. I started as a blogger back in 2008. I started as a food blogger. Then eventually I was being told by some other people in the same fraternity that you can earn money using blogging. Got into AdSense, earned some money, got placed into digital marketing company, and then started learning bits on Google advertising, SEO, affiliate marketing. And then I found out it's a vast thing, right? And the best thing, which I'm just going to quote, see, whatever you guys do, be very honest, like we had, everybody has a hobby, everybody has some sort of a good, good things to do. I'm saying they could be a good writer or a video creator, or they could be good with maths or something. Everybody can be accommodated using digital marketing, right? If I'm a good writer, I can become a content writer. If I'm a video creator, I can become a video creator for the companies who are creating videos. So let's say just now we had Harita, who actually works into video platforms, right? Now let's say Harita hires someone. she needs a person to create and edit videos. Somebody has to do that. A lot of people are not equipped with this. We do not see that as a earning opportunity. We do not see it as a career. But if I may say, a 60-second video on a professional front will cost you 1 lakh rupees, right? If you just go back and start with a production house, please create me a 60-minute video, 60-second video. They might charge you a whopping 40,000-50,000 rupees for that. Logo creations. People could be good with arts and crafts. People can get into graphic designing, right? Affiliate marketing is a very booming sector. How many of you think that affiliate marketing is there? But everyone, whatever we are doing, can do affiliate marketing. And as a sidekick, I'm telling you, do not leave your jobs. If you're starting a career, that's fine. If you get into this career, that's absolutely fine. But for the people who are already into a career, and I expect that they should not actually go ahead and start hopping around the digital marketing front because it's booming. It could be a difficult decision to make. So they can start with other blogging stuffs, other side hustles. They can start with their e-commerce store. So a lot of initiatives can be taken, right? A lot of initiatives could be there in digital marketing, which you can decide upon. You're good with maths. Data analytics is one of the fields which can give you a very good salary. Anybody thought of this? A lot of people do not know about this, and this is something which you can actually accommodate by doing certain courses, by doing certain things. Somebody's asking a question, Saran.
Yes, we have a question that came up.
Okay.
I'll just read it out loud. Jamila BS is asking how to make
Mhm.
effective career in digital marketing area. I think it is useful for new generation to achieve secure life. Any tip
Of
from?
course, that's 110%, Jamila. That's what I'm actually talking about. This is a kind of a career you can actually go into. We do not have a lot of workforce, good, diligent workforce, which can actually accommodate the requirements which are there in the country. We have 18, 19 lakhs requirement of the people who can actually subside the need, but we do not have that. We do not have qualified people for that, right? So we are actually generating around 5-6 lakh people, and that need is not fulfilled. And why exactly that need is coming up? I'm just going to tell you one thing. See, we all know about Amazon. We know about Flipkart. We know about Myntra. We can actually go ahead and buy things from there. But there are people who are smaller scale people. Maybe they are not that physically present or digitally present people, but they're also doing business, right? So now with Flipkart, Amazon, and such companies coming digitally into this game, they are now forced to get into this business, right? Digital requirement is at par. And so you have to be digitally present, otherwise you will not be able to survive in the market. And with all those SMBs now shifting towards the digital front, you have a massive amount of people requirement, people who can do certain things. So they would need now, how in case if let's say a small business wants to get into digital marketing, what all things would be needed now? A website would be needed, advertising would be needed, right? Social media platforms would be needed. Someone to manage those platforms would be needed. SEO would be needed. And then in case if they're into selling things, they can actually go for affiliate marketing as well. They can go for affiliates. During the pandemic, only digital businesses, survived. Being very honest, I'm just going to be very, very, confident on that. There has been a 15.3% growth in digital marketing industry. And now when I say 15.3% growth, that amount actually mounts on 15,000 crore rupees. Now that much money was inflown from different countries in India. And who was earning? The Indians were earning, right? So that is the reason you guys have this kind of a potential. Go for something you like. Go for something you think that you can actually go for, do in digital marketing. Do a course, or maybe study a little bit about what your likes and dislikes are, and try and make a career out of it. If you're already settled with your career, go for a freelance. Ample amount of money can be earned on freelance basis as well. You have websites like Upwork, freelancer.com and all that, you can actually go for, once you are equipped with certain skill set, you can actually create a profile, earn from those particular international clients. And when you say that how exactly this person is making such money, that is the mantra. Any other questions, Saran? No?
No, you may continue.
Okay. So I was actually talking about this particular growth aspect as well. So in 2021, you will see that the exponential growth continues in this particular field. But 20% growth is expected, which is going to constitute around 18,000 crores in this particular year. Now, who is going to earn these money? The Indian business sides. How exactly they earn this money? There are Indian companies who partner with foreign companies and they hire Indian people to do their job. Now, for the people who start their career as digital marketers can get absorbed into those companies like TCS. I'm talking about Cognizant, Accenture, Genpact. Now, these are the companies which hire bulk people, people who are digital marketing experts, and they actually offer you a very good handsome packages. As a fresher, you might end up earning like 45,000 rupees. During my days, 10, 12 years back, I'm saying that was a dream come true kind of a thing. But being very honest, this is the reality, right? So this is one way of looking at things, and then you can gradually learn different type of cross-domain skill set as well, right? You can be a PPC expert. You can go for advertising. That's fine. You can actually run ads, take commissions, start working as a PPC expert, learn something new, become a SEO expert as well. How many of you? I'm pretty sure that you guys will be familiar of WordPress. WordPress, a lot of people, right? WordPress website creation usually actually amounts around 25,000 rupees. Not exaggerating the amount, but if you get an international client, you get a lot of money because of that. So I am focusing on money part because that gives you a stability when you're starting the career. But yeah, from the career perspective, I'm getting into a kind of a circle wherein that gives you a secure lifestyle, and you can actually get into a job which can actually give you a kind of security. You earn a little bit experience. The industry is quite vast. You can hop around and you can reach this particular top in 7-8 years, and say that is also less in this industry because the competition is now more, but yeah, competition is still less in comparison to the other industries we actually have worked with, right? I have worked with insurances as such. Initial days, I used to work for a BPO insurance company, and believe me, the competition was such. For 2.5 years, I was working as an agent, and I retired as an agent from there, right? So that is how exactly things got a little busy for me. I got into digital marketing. Currently, I'm working with an MNC. I'm working as a top official out there. So that's what the situation is. The growth pattern is very lenient over here. You can acquire new skill sets any day. You can start your own business. You can start your freelance. You can start your e-commerce. You can start your SEO programs. You can start selling courses. No problem. Become a trainer. No problem that ways. I'm pretty sure Samir could help you with that, right? So that's how exactly digital marketing boom has been. Now, with one more thing, I'm just going to tell you that I was talking about the the boom which is there. That is also because of the mobile phone usage. How many of you have thought of Swiggy? I'm saying, has anybody recently ordered Swiggy? You can write in the question, yes, no, right? Okay, what if I tell you that the Swiggy's CEO actually made a statement way back in 2018 that Swiggy has a potential to become the third largest recruiter of India after Indian Army and Railways. Think from that particular perspective. And this statement is currently out there in Google. You can go for this particular statement. You go and search for this. Now, if that means Swiggy is going to offer like 3-4 lakh job in next couple of years, do you feel struggle in digital marketing sector starting a new job? Let's just come back to this. I'm just like explaining a little bit, Jamila. So the situation is that a company like Swiggy, it's just an app on your phone. You don't even think of Swiggy on, from Monday to Friday. I'm sorry about the bachelors, but yeah, For the people who have food made by mom, they will not think from Monday to Friday about Swiggy. But Saturday and Sunday, we all do Swiggy and Zomato. Now, this tiny app is going to give 3 lakh, 4 lakh jobs in a year. Think from that particular perspective. Everybody introspect a little bit. Your phones are very much crucial part of you. I take your phone for a day. Sarang, you can speak. I'm pretty sure that I can take your phone for a day. Will you be able to survive?
No, pretty much no.
You can survive, but yeah, still, it will be a difficult task to do. Why? Your cabs cannot be booked. Your banking system is already compromised. You cannot order food. You can't go and play games. You cannot do a lot of things which were generally done on your phone. You will not be able to withdraw money in case if you want to, because there could be an OTP system, and the OTP system will actually create hindrances for you. So that phone usage. Nothing from that perspective that India is going to have more people on the phone front. 86 crore people using smartphones. 86 crore people using smartphone, daily actively investing nearly 3 or 4 hours on their smartphones. Out of 16 hours you're invested 4 hours on a smartphone. If I take you that, all of what are things you are using on the smartphone? Those are all apps, and they are generating employment. Myntra is a company. Amazon is a company, right? Social media apps are companies. People are working for Facebook, Instagrams, and everything, right? So if you get into digital marketing at this point of time, you acquire certain skill sets, you can start applying for these people, right? Maybe 5, 6 interviews later, you will land up with a very handsome job, right? And that's the start which you can actually go for. Then the sky is the limit, right? Now, Jamila was asking a question. Saran, can you please repeat that?
Yes, she was asking, do you feel any struggle in digital marketing sector while starting your job?
See, the question, so the type of companies you actually opt for. Being very honest with you, Jamila, see, there are n number of agencies you can apply for. They can actually offer you average salaries. You can easily get into them. The learning part, if you're choosing a company, always make sure that you are applying for a brand which is known in the market. That is the hassle that you might just want to get. Otherwise, the jobs are immense. You will not find any sort of a problem attaining a job as such. If you actually get that skill set a little bit in a good way, there's no stopping you. I'm pretty sure of this. We hire people very easily. I'm sure there's no problem. I've seen people hiring, freshers from institutes and colleges. So that's not a problem. So if you're a fresher, if you have experience for 1 or 2 years, jobs are not a problem. With India, I'm telling you, it's a very populous country. 16 lakh jobs are there every single year, and people are not able to fulfill that requirement. So you might just want to have a very close eye on what kind of a business you want, job you want to get, and start applying for that. You will not find any sort of a problem. One thing which I would like to quote, start working on comm skills as such, because with digital marketing things, I've seen in the past, comm skills could be one thing. So that's one problem. Otherwise, you will not face any sort of a technical challenge to fetch a job, right? Any other questions, follow-ups? Jamila, any other guy?
No other questions in particular.
Okay, no questions. Okay, perfect. I'm just gonna wind up by taking one thing in notion that this particular industry is going to boom, right? The next type of industry which is coming into this particular segment is AI, which is correlated with digital marketing. So people who are digital marketing experts can get into that particular industry very easily because they know the system, because they know how exactly things work, data, working with data and all that. So that is also a kind of a positive sign for the people who are working with digital marketing. So if you get into digital marketing for 5 years, you work, then you start to understand how exactly data is attracted, worked upon, and then you can actually go ahead and have a, other side hustle as well. That would be AI, but AI and digital marketing, both of them are correlated. So you can also go for that in case if you're interested. But yeah, the starting point will always be digital marketing for you guys. That is something which is going to give you a sure shot career setup and goal fulfill for you. If anybody has any sort of a question, I'm already around 18 minutes. I just have 3 more minutes. Yeah, please.
Yes, we have a question from Mr. Kurian Alapad. He asks, what are some study options on digital marketing to get educated in this field?
So Digiperform is one of them, right? I'm currently sitting with them. Digiperform is one of them. They are Asia's largest digital marketing institute. You have other options. You can go for, Google and try and do that, but make sure that you are not investing your money into a localized course, because the reason is, see, what difficulty I have seen in my career, these training courses are quite dependent on the trainers they have. So if the trainers are not that qualified, you might just see a lot of problems. So they will be only telling you a shallow part on things. If you need in-depth knowledge, choose a course which can actually give you a lot of knowledge, and then also choose a career perspective for you. Right? When I say career perspective, there are n number of fields which you can get into. Right? So you can go for PPC, SEO, ORM is one of them. Anybody has heard of ORM? That is online reputation management. You go and tweet about a company. This is the worst service provider anyway. And all of a sudden you start getting heap of messages, emails and everything that, boss, sorry, please tell me the problem, we will resolve. There's a team sitting which is actually working on that. Is a full-fledged job. Think from that particular perspective. You have Tata or maybe Croma or any other store. You buy something, you got it, broken. You tweet about it. As soon as you start to do that, there would be a team which is coming back to you. The boss, sorry, no need to panic. We will do it. There's a person who has been hired to take the ORM part for this particular company, and this is a full-fledged job. All these e-commerce giant, all these companies which are giving you internet or anything, you think of a company, they already have an warranty. This is a full-fledged job, right? So there are plenty of fields you can choose from, whatever your strengths are. Once you do the course, whatever your strengths are, correlate your strength with the field you can get into easily. When I say digital marketer, it will take some time for you to become a digital marketer. It's not that you do a course and the next day you have been awarded a certificate and you become a digital marketer. There will be an experience requirement. So choose a career which suits you. So like I chose for myself PPC. PPC stands for pay per click. That is for advertising. That was something which was very, very nice for me. And I started my career with that. Later on, once I found out that there are other things which I can get into, so I started with content writing. Content writing was one part I got into. Right? Then I became, I got into SEO practices and then website development and SEO practices. So after 3-4 years, I was able to run ads on Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and everything. Then also was able to create a website. Then also was able to do an SEO. Now think from that particular angle that after 2.5 years, I go and start giving an interview. I have that kind of confidence that, okay, boss, I know things. Right? So this is something which you might have to choose. Nobody can help you with that because you know your strengths. You will always know your strengths. Think from that angle that what is the best part you can go for, and then choose the right field for you, and then add on to the next things, and keep things added on. Yes, sir.
Thank you. We have another question from Nijo Idikula Jacob. He is asking whether digital marketing can be professed as a freelance option, or can it be done as a parallel job?
See, parallel job, it's not an easy thing to go for. See, it's a time-consuming thing. Don't think that, okay, you will be working for 2 hours a day and you can do another job as such. So yes, you can create a career. Freelancing is also an option. So if you do this course, if you go for courses, freelancing alternatives can be acquired, yes. And people earn a lot of things from freelancing jobs. Everything has freelancing. small scale businesses. Think from that angle. Small scale businesses can't afford in-house teams, right? Small scale businesses or startups, they usually do not have in-house, they do not have that money in the initial days. So to go for an in-house team. So they're quite reliant on freelancers. So if you get a good client out here, you can actually go for good money over there, right? So that is a possibility. Yes, Jacob, you can go for it. Try and get clients, or maybe you can just list yourself on freelancing websites, try and achieve some clients. And that is a very good option to go for a side hustle. Keep on doing your job, but that is also a good way of doing it. People who are married, they would find it a very good option as such. So people who are married, they're 10 years of marriage, and then you have 2 kids. It's not an easy decision to hop from one job and start a new career altogether. I understand that. I believe that you all will agree to this. That you are 35, you already have 2 kids, you are married from 10 years. Now, if one day, all of a sudden, you start to quit your job and then you start a new digital marketing initiative, that is not a possibility. So freelancing is good for them as well. Housewives, they have 5 or 6 hours in a day wherein they can actually utilize it in freelancing. Yes, I have seen housewives, I've seen these kind of people who are actually starting their own e-commerce platform, and they're doing it. Affiliate marketing, they're doing it. TikTok was one of these, but think from that angle that TikTok was also paying them good amount of money, right? So that is also a possibility. So freelance, yes, could be a good option for these kind of people. But if you're starting your career, I would recommend that you hop into this career.
Okay.
Don't choose it as a secondary option. Yes.
All right. So there is another question from Joseph Benny. He wants to know whether digital marketing guarantees a safe and secure job with long-term perspective.
We have already discussed this. Yes, of course. We have this kind of a infrastructure growing in India that you can actually rely on jobs. There are n number of companies coming up, good big companies like TCS, Cognizant, Genpact, that they are very big companies, and you have job securities over there. You can actually get into all those jobs and start your career with that. Once you get into those companies, I'm saying later on, I'm sure that's something which is depending upon you and your situations, how exactly you want to progress. But yes, this is going to give you a long-term course. Long-term system, right?
All right. You may want to wind up if you want to.
Yeah, no, that's all from my side. I believe whatever I just wanted to say. See, we can actually keep on talking for an hour or so, but understand that this particular industry is growing since 2007. Pandemic has actually given it more fuel. Things from an angle that your grocery store is now, taking Paytm. Paytm, PhonePe, all those initiatives are very much in use during the pandemic, right? So now you have to digitalize yourself. All these people are going to get into digital platforms in order to compete with the existing markets or in the agency setups or something. So there would be enough jobs for a lot of people. If you guys feel like that you want a very good career for yourself, you can actually choose digital marketing as one of the career options for you, right? And one more thing, you do not need any sort of a certification for that. Okay, graduation is something which I would recommend, but do not worry about things. So if you're a graduate, you have done a BTech or a BCom or a BA, that does not means anything. So anyone can start with digital marketing. If I'm a BTech graduate, I have done, digital marketing. My colleague out here would be a BA graduate. He was preparing for a IAS course. Did not become an IAS, but became a very successful digital marketer, right? Impact. Saran, can you please read that question?
The question says, impact Web 3.0 in digital marketing industry.
3.0 is in the transition phase. Yes, of course. 2.0 is a social media platform and everything. So now the app-based systems, new tech systems are coming in, cookie-less systems are coming in, and all those things are in the Web 3.0. New technologies are getting into this. So all these courses which you are going to go for, they are quite equipped with it. They have to, because they cannot teach you old system. So it's not, it will not make any sense that I teach you something which has already faded like 10 years back or 3 years back. So all these courses which you're talking about, and so everyone has been inculcating the new developments in the courses. So you can choose from those courses, and this transition has been there. And so you will see Apple has launched like cookieless system, database system, and all that. So people are started to talk about that. They are working on that particular technology already, right? So that is the part, and that will keep on growing, right?
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Swami. It was very informative. You spoke of a lot of real world examples. Thanks a lot.
Somebody has just popped in another question, Simon. Sorry.
All right. So next we have Mr. Rahul N. Kutti. He's very popular on social media as the content creator of Eat Kochi Eat, which even I have been following for the last 3 years. Recently, Eat Kochi Eat was selected as Facebook's Community Accelerator program. It is the only community in India to do so. Congrats for these accolades. I invite Mr. Rahul Nkuti to speak on his experience on content creation and digital marketing. Over to you, Mr. Rahul.
Yeah, thank you so much. First of all, very good morning to all, and thanks for having me in the panelist. And thank you for those actually the wish. Yeah, so telling about my career in digital marketing space or content creation. Well, I am a person who accidentally came into this content creation part because I being a member of Equity was basically started by way back in 2015 as a Facebook group, which was started by Mr. Karthik Murli. And I was just a member of the group where I used to post reviews. And me being a foodie, I always go explore food. I used to travel for food. So I was part of this wonderful community back in 2015 in a Facebook group, and we all started putting up reviews. Then later on, there was a shift in this digital space. For example, apart from the textual or readable content, it changed into a video format where people really started enjoying this video format. Apart from being lengthy videos, it started to have a short videos. So this transformation stage was happening, and I was actually started doing a vlog thing without my face in it. We started with a voiceover concept, like showing a video and speaking behind with a voiceover concept. And slowly that started accepting, people started accepting that thing. And slowly we started showing our face. So all this started accidentally. But they used to have a space in where people used to enjoy these contents, moreover the narrative styles or the food visuals which people enjoy. So it was very lively. Earlier there used to be a typical format where it is like introduction, body, ending, conclusion. Apart from that, there was a shift in which people started enjoying the natural format, where like people are traveling along with you. You're taking them with you. So it used to be a big crew thing, video thing, but now it's very easy over your smartphone. You have a smartphone with you all the time, and it's so easy to document what you're doing in an activity. So that came in, and I accidentally started doing this presentation thing, and it took off well. And we have a wonderful team, myself, Karthik, Benyas, and all going with Eat Kushi. So we started doing this content creation in digital space, like a video format. And that is how it all started in the beginning. And later on, see, every time there used to be a digital switch. So once a format, people keep seeing a format for a particular time, they get bored easily. So it's not always your face that people want to see. It's the beautiful content which you create. If you're showing food, it's always like giving information. So we always used to you make sure that we used to give like a content in where it's a reference. For example, there is X or Y place in the city. So you could go and try out yourself. These are the cuisines these are the dishes which you need to try at the space. So it's more of a reference rather than being a judgmental or rather than being a review. Like you're not eating everything, you're not see. Taste is a very subjective matter. My taste is not what yours is. And if there are 10 people around, 10 people would be having different tastes. So you are not well and good enough to judge over that on a particular thing. So you just give information. So slowly people started accepting that, and thankfully the video formats are going well. And recently, yes, we got selected in the Facebook Accelerator program. So we are the only foodie community from India which got selected in the accelerator program. It was a long process, like a 3-month process, and the process is still going on. So there are a lot of things going to happen, a lot of events, a lot of new things going to happen from our side in this content creation thing. Now, if talking about content creation as a career, I must say this is a beautiful career. In the way there is no pressure on your side or no like morning 9 to evening 5 job. You have a freedom to do what you like. The only thing you need to do is identify what is your skill or identify what you're good at. So there are a lot of things. People do lifestyle, people do travel, people do vehicle, people do food. So there are a lot of options in between us or options around us where we need to choose. You have different wonderful platforms. So platform is not a challenge anymore. You have YouTube, you have Facebook, you have Instagram, you have TikTok. You have a lot of platforms where you have to showcase your talents. And earlier it used to be a single platform which used to give you revenue. Now it's multiple platforms which revenue part is on. It used to be YouTube who used to give revenue, but now Facebook, Instagram, everything is now started doing the revenue side. So apart from the revenue which you get from the platform, there are multiple revenue stream when you get associating with brands. So once you make an identity, once you make a benchmark yourself, you can start collaborating with brands. You get revenue in multiple streams, and it's very easy nowadays to take off in a YouTube thing. See, earlier there used to be a time where a YouTube channel getting subscribers was a big challenge. Like you need to have a video format, you need to have a production thing, you need to have a big thing. Now if you see the trend, even from short videos like 15-second, 30-second, 1-minute videos in YouTube or Instagram or Facebook is gaining you multiple followers. So it's not necessary that they need to be a particular format. So if you're really good in particular thing, if you identify what your talent is or if you identify what is your potential and start concentrating on that and creating content, it happens. The remaining things all comes along. And only few things. See, earlier there used to be a complication like see, people are very much conscious about how you look behind on the camera. Really, that doesn't matter actually. So if you have a flow to talk, if you have a good narrative skill, that's enough. You don't need much more big like you say, you have confusions on talent side, nothing. So now it has been a wonderful career opportunity, and it gives you a good handsome revenue. Only thing you need to do is you be cautious on what kind of content you create. Try to create good or positive contents. So from our perspective, we don't do negative contents like a negative review. So we always make sure like the people around watching makes happy, we ourselves be happy, and everyone around us is happy. So that's a bit of what from my experience I would say.
Okay, the Q&A session is again open. If you have any questions, please type in the chat box. All right. So I again invite the director of DigiPerform, Mr. Samit Raj, to walk on the stage. If you have any questions on the course offered by ASAP on digital marketing, please feel free to ask in the chat box. We have a question from Muhammad Asif, Samit sir. He asked, can you talk about starting a digital marketing firm? What are the things required to start a digital marketing firm? Muhammad Asif asks from Kannur.
Yes, of course, you can start digital marketing course, but only after you acquire enough knowledge in the field of digital marketing, you can definitely go and start a business in digital marketing, start an agency in digital marketing. But digital marketing agency means you have to do lot of things together. So the knowledge acquired during the training will be useful to start a digital marketing course. So agency.
All right. So a professional training is required to start any kind of digital marketing firm. Yes. So another question is from Sainu Nijam. He asks, can social media marketing really help my business develop?
Yes, social media, and now everybody is in social media. So definitely social media is one place where you can showcase your products and talk to people, engage with the people. So that is, I think now the Facebook shop is there, Instagram shops are there. They are doing very well. So social media is a very good platform where you can grow your business.
All right. I think there are no further questions. So what you see on screen is the SAP's DigiPerform digital marketing course. The eligibility is fixed as a BTech or MBA or any polytechnic diploma. Any graduate can venture into the digital marketing field. The duration of the course will be 175 hours. There will be a fee for this, and it is around 35,000 rupees, including the GST. The certification will be provided by DigiPerform, along with 15 other certifications, including Google and Facebook. Samir sir, would you like to wind up?
Yes. So I think it was a very wonderful session. All the speakers has shared their experience. So I thank all. I thank Sam also.
Thank you so much. On behalf of ASAP Kerala, I thank Harita ma'am, Rahul sir, Samit sir, and Soumya sir for sharing their insights on this wonderful platform and talking about digital marketing and content creation. With this, I think we can wind up. Thank you, everyone present here.
Thanks
Thank you
for
so
having
much.
us on board. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.